Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about some major snowstorms upcoming. So let's go ahead and get on to the video. As I go ahead and pull out my marker here, we can see a little bit of snow here on the west coast here. A little bit of snow west. And two low pressure systems. Low pressure system strongest is right here, but the low pressure system with the most moisture is up here near the northwest, and these will be moving across the United States and will be causing pretty hefty snow in some areas. As we move it on, we can see the low pressure system here has dissipated and combined with the low pressure system right here, and we can see more widespread snow here, and we can see getting a little bit stronger as it moves across the United States, gathering up moisture from here and eventually here. And we can also see a little bit of a severe weather threat here with this moving across. A little bit of rain through North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, and there's Mississippi. If we go 1-2 frames, we can see here starting to pick up moisture, very well moisture, and the snow is up here. They're both combining here and creating a pretty good snowstorm over here, moving across the United States. As we move on, it's 1,000 millibars. We can see a cold front developing here, and we can see the cold front right here, and the oh my gosh. Precipitation. Oh my gosh, I could not pronounce that. Precipitation here, and a good bit of cold and a high pressure after that cold front. You can see the low pressure system here having a good bit of snow and a good bit of rain and moisture with it as it moves across the United States. Moving out 2 frames, we can see it definitely develops. Low pressure system is still here, but it develops a new one over here with 999 millibars and a good bit of ice over here and a good chunk of snow, which is very nice. And a good bit of moisture with the rain, and this will be moving into the East Coast. 1-2 frames, we can see a good bit of snow here, and then a little bit of ice, 997 millibars, and a nice stream of moisture there moving throughout the United States. And this will cause pretty heavy snow amounts and pretty heavy rain amounts. As it moves out, it leaves something behind here that could become a little bit of its own snowstorm here. And as it moves through the south, this is a south snowstorm now. This is pretty far south. We can see Alabama and Mississippi getting a good bit of snow. We can see here this cold front dipping down, and the low pressure system is moving up here. We can see it moves out to the coast, but we can see a little bit of snow here for North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky. And a good bit of rain for North Carolina. Pretty heavy rain, 996 or 990. It's pretty sure it's 996. And it loses its pressure. Very heavy snow off the coast here, though. And heavy wet snow, so it's barely in the 540 line, so very heavy wet snow. 2 more, and the snowstorm moves out off the coast, and there's a tiny little clipper system here with some flurries. Move it out. We can see moisture going on to the west coast and causing some pop-up snow showers on the United States, West United States, as it will move across to the East United States. We can see the low pressure system here guiding it. If we move out 2 frames, we can see here 1001 millibars clipper system, pretty large one, and we can see 1011 system over here dropping a good bit of snow, rain, and ice as it will be moving across the United States. The clipper system gets much stronger across its journey here, and it will eventually move out into Canada, but it does get pretty strong here and causes a lot of snow for Canada. we can see here, this snowstorm here is combining with this moisture and causing a cold front that I've just outlined here, and it will be moving across this line as we move out. We can see it moving across this line, very tight bars here, which that's a big temperature drop off there. We can see the snowstorm moving, very heavy snow for this area, very heavy snow, especially for Pennsylvania and Ohio. Now, as it moves into Canada, we can see a good bit of ice here on the snow and rain line, and then a lot of snow. Then we can see this huge dip in temperatures reaching down to the South Tennessee area. As we move on, that snowstorm is moving out, and the cold front is starting to move out. As we can see, warm air starts to intrude to the cold front and eventually pushes it out. It stays there for a good bit as another snowstorm starts to move along, but we can see it becoming more of a sharp drop off instead of a more broad drop off. This moisture coming onto the west coast will be guided by this low pressure across the United States, causing a good bit of snow and rain and a little bit of ice. Move it out 2 frames, we can see flurries across the West United States. We can see ice, snow, and sleet over here, a little bit of rain showers, and as it moves out, it becomes much stronger as it picks up the Gulf Stream here. And we can see a good bit of snow here, especially for Wisconsin and Nebraska, South Nebraska and North Nebraska, mainly South Nebraska though. And we can see it moving across the United States here. This will be the main pinpoint of snow, and it catches this moisture, which will be causing some showers for the South United States, moving into the North United States. 2 more frames, and we can see a pretty good area of ice here. A lot of moisture being brung up from the storm and pretty heavy rain down here. Not too heavy to where it might cause flooding, but heavy to where streets could get a little bit of flooded. So not heavy enough to where it could be a big flood event, but heavy enough to where there could be some areas that could get a little bit flooded. Now, as it moves out 1-2, we can see the snow starts to get lighter, and the rain also starts to get lighter as it moves off the coast and expands and loses its pressure. Now we can see a little clipper system here that dives a little bit far south and catches on with this big moisture here and causes a good bit of ice for North Carolina and Virginia, and a good bit of snow just for a wide range east United States. We can see this big drop of the 540 line getting as low as mid-Texas, and as we move it out, it gets even lower to very sharp dip here, and then it gets very low to as low as off the coast of Louisiana. As it moves out, the snowstorm drops heavy snow in this sequence here, and then a good bit of ice across the coast here as it moves along. And this is a Miller B nor'easter, a clipper system that comes down here and catches with the moisture of the Gulf and comes up here and becomes a nor'easter. It's Miller B or Miller A, I'm pretty sure it's Miller B. A good bit of snow for Canada, 996 millibars, and we can see a good bit of ice. As it moves off the coast, that is the end of our model run, and that is the end of the big snowstorms. There could be a very big amount of snow and ice for some areas, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at that and precipitation, moisture. If we move it out, we can see the main areas that will be hit is mainly into Canada here with a 34-35 inches in some spots, but over here there is some places with over 60 inches, and we're actually going to zoom in there we're gonna zoom in here. You're gonna see that we have pretty high here, pretty high area here. 58, I'm pretty sure, is what they read. So 60 inches in 384 hours. This is pretty far out, so take it with a grain of salt. We can see a good widespread of snow getting near Alaska, and then just the west United States mountains getting around 60 inches of snow. I'll see you guys in the next one, and make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.